going on, guys? So today we're going to be going to a few different wineries in Denver, and it's a little bit of a different take on the normal video that I've been making in the last couple of years. I'm actually going to be bike riding from Boulder, which you see here. Drop the bike there. So, yep.
Today, to get to know two of Colorado's largest cities, I decided to take my time and soak in the views cycling from Boulder to some of Denver's top wineries. Although Colorado is known for its breweries, these wineries that I'm visiting today are known for their award-winning wines, incredible venue space, and for leveling up Denver's drink and food scene. To give you a short intro into Colorado wine, it refers to wine made from grapes grown in the U.S. state of Colorado. Most of Colorado's vineyards are located in the western slope of the Rocky Mountains in Palisade and Grand Junction, Colorado, though an increasing number of wineries are located along the Front Range. To find these wineries and the wine experiences in Colorado, check out Vinera Hub, which hosts a number of wine tastings, wine tours, and many other wine tasting and food culinary experiences. Now, some of these wineries are right in downtown Denver, such as Blanchard Family Wines, Atima Wine, Bixby Foley, Deep Roots, to name a few. And today I'll be introducing you to them and getting an insider's view to some of these incredible wineries in downtown Denver.
I'm James Blanchard, co-owner of Blanchard Family Wines. We are a dual location winery out of Sonoma, California, in the town of Healdsburg, as well as Denver, Colorado. We've been around for about 15 years in total, about 4 years here in Denver, just creating great experiences and sharing great wine with the world. Love this area, vibrant, energetic, new development down here. There's baseball stadium, basketball, hockey, football. There's hotels, bars, restaurants. It's just a fun area, and it's the environment and experience that we like to create for our guests. Yeah, there's a lot of great wineries here in Colorado. There's a lot of great wineries in California as well. So, a lot of competition out there and a lot of great experience and a lot of great wine. So, I think there's a couple things that differentiate ourselves from our peers. One is that experience. Whether you're out in California or whether you're here in Colorado, sitting down and chatting with me or my brother, doing tastings, getting education, expanding your mind, and just kind of the way we present wine in this really approachable, fun, non-pretentious way to kind of not only teach people about wine, but maybe expose them to something they haven't had before and bring them into this world. It really is a family story. My brother and I grew up in Illinois. We didn't come from a wine background at all. I don't think either one of us had a glass of wine or knew anything about wine until we left for college. It just wasn't part of our family. But as we got older and we went to separate parts of the country, we started learning about wine. I got to California as a helicopter pilot in the Air Force, and flying my helicopters around the vineyard areas in the Central Coast region, and really got me interested in the wine bug. And I started reading, studying, buying, just learning as much as I could about wine. My brother in college started working at wine shops and liquor stores and became a wine buyer out there in Chicago, and really started delving into wine, and eventually moved out to Napa after a couple trips visiting me in California and going to Napa. He said, I want to do this for my career. Moved out to California, started his wine career, eventually ended up in Sonoma, and then the two of us eventually said, enough of this. We love this business. We got to stop working for other people. Let's start making our own wine. And so, like I said, about 15 years ago, we started buying grapes and making wine, and the rest is history. There's a whole nother world of wine that I'd kind of learned about, but I didn't really know until I got into it. And the Colorado wine world is fantastic. So we bring a lot of Colorado wine in from the Western Slope, from the Palisade, Hotchkiss, Paonia region. We bring it here to downtown Denver, and we share it with people. And I think we probably retail more different Colorado wines in more volume than anyone else in the state right now. We love to promote Colorado wine. We're actually doing a Colorado Wine Festival here in August. Half our staff is up in Palisade right now. It's Sipping in Spring for a wine festival. So whether it's us going up there or us bringing Palisade down to Denver, we love exposing people to Colorado wine and what other great wineries are in the state here too.
Hi, my name is Amy. I am a server here at Ottimo, Colorado native and lover of wine in Italy. Ottimo wine is kind of a love child between Italy and Colorado. Our owner, John Schlegel, he is the founder of Snooze. He is one of the most driven, passionate people I've ever met. He had this crazy life goal that he wanted to open up a restaurant by the time he was 30.
Yeah.
And he did that with Snooze, and now they have over 50 locations, so he did pretty well with opening that restaurant.
He did okay.
Yeah, he's doing okay. He has a really good way of achieving those visions. And so after many years with Snooze and having all that success, he wanted to kind of reevaluate and redefine. Which led him to his second goal, was that he wanted to live abroad by the time he was 40. So he kind of stepped back from the business in just the sense of like being the actual one, making the day-to-day things, choices. And so he decided to take his family, pack up everything, move to Piedmont, Italy. It's very similar to Colorado because it's very green, very luscious in the right spots. It's right next to the Alps, so it is in the foothills. You have all those beautiful landscapes with the mountains, so it has sort of that same vibe. Which he was like, perfect. This is a great place to settle into.
Right?
Yeah, and there's vineyards. It's one of the best wine producing regions in Italy, which is saying a lot because Italy has great wine.
Yeah.
So he kind of did all sorts of different jobs working in vineyards. He scrubbed the barrels and picked the grapes and crushed and learned a lot about it. And really fell in love with not only Piedmont, but the people and the food and the wine and the whole thing. And so he was like, my next thing is that I want to bring this Piedmont, this little gem of Piedmont and the wine, and bring it to Denver. And so he decided to come back here. And he picked this spot because it's right next door to the original Snooze. Yeah, so it definitely, and he lived above that Snooze, so he knows this neighborhood very well.
Fascinating to me.
Yeah, definitely crazy for sure. When he was in Piedmont, there's this huge red bench that's overlooking the valley. And so after a really long day, he just decided to take a seat, take in everything, and then he had this moment where he was like, oh my God, I want to have this, but in Colorado. I want to do this. He had this realization. That's why the logo. And that's why Attimo means moment in Italian, because he wanted to bring that moment of peace, the moment of tranquility, the moment of happiness, whatever that moment is to you, he wanted to bring that to the people here. I think what makes it unique is that it's just a completely different style of grape. It's all Italian grapes, so it kind of transports you into a totally different world, where you could be, if you're in another winery, tasting room in Denver, you're probably familiar with everything. You've had the grapes before, it's very familiar, you know everything about it, or it's just something that your go-to. But here, I feel like it completely transports you to somewhere else because you're kind of out of your element looking at your menu. So you really go towards the people that work here and kind of help them figure out something new that you like. And so I think it's just an experience to kind of open your eyes to a different type of wine and a different style. I think it's a really good experience to taste wines that are completely new to you in a really casual, sort of unpretentious environment.
If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.